2, 1. You are. I lose. How about you punch it? How about you punch it? Since you're saying I lost. I said. Put it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. From way up at the 23. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win into routes instead of their #1 guy.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy. For Drew Locke coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength. And we see why there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Hurts. Flush to his right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And this one complete to Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Sanders, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They look to throw. It's Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Fortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. But now it'll be third down. Locke working out of the gun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, he's coming.
Locke looks to throw it again. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Damian Ratley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. But first down, Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Next score, Eagles 24, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This one out quickly to Watkins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Purcell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's complete. Okuebuna. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13.
Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Block now on 1st down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Block going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. To throw it is Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Block now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That catch good for only a couple. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Gotta wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Running right, here's Sanders. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. Got an open man, it's Radley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards there for number 15. Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd down and goal. Locke. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 28. Mike 28. Check out. Number 28. Mike, he's coming. Check in. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles